Most people miss out on opportunities simply because they never ask the right questions. Today, I'm sharing the exact questions that have helped us save thousands, travel more, swap homes, barter, and build a life of adventure without sharing a big bank account. Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome back to Rock Till We Drop. So these are the 5 smart questions. Question number 1. Is there another way to do this? This question unlocks creativity. It's how we built our jetty for free. We offered labour in exchange for timber instead of paying thousands. Question number 2. Would you consider a swap? This question has saved us more money than anything else we can think of at this stage. We've swapped houses for holidays. We've swapped a house when we bought one, no agent fees. We've swapped motorhomes, no money exchange, so we could have a free holiday. So can you think of something that you want? A tool, a vehicle, a holiday, a service? Why not ask, would you consider a swap? People love a win-win situation. It sounds really weird, but it can work. You've got to start thinking differently. Question number 3. What would make this a win-win for both of us? This question turns awkward requests into easy conversations. For example, we help our son with his sheep. He gives us meat for the freezer. It changes the whole tone. Question number 4. Do you have something cheaper, simpler, or off-peak? This is how we travel on the cheap. It's how we get deals that others never see. You can ask this question everywhere. You can, when seeking accommodation, what's your best deal for the day? Flights, not so much ask, but you can look on places like Skyscanner and get the best flights. Activities that you like to do, you can either go onto cheap websites like BookMe. Memberships, you can often get a discount simply because you asked. Question number 5. Is there any flexibility? This works for almost everything. Dates, prices, terms, options. Often if you go in the off-season for accommodation, they may be happy to drop the price just to have people staying there. Is there any flexibility? You'd be shocked how often the answer to this question is yes. Let me show you how this thinking works in real life. We'd love to go to the Chatham Islands, but it's expensive. Flights are a fixed price, you can't negotiate those. But we had to get our thinking caps on. Most people just go there on a holiday and pay a fortune and come home again. I didn't want to be beaten, so I've been thinking. Instead of giving up, I asked myself a different question. What could someone on the island want that we could offer? Maybe there's a family or a couple who would love a holiday in our region. Maybe someone wants to visit the South Island and would like to do a tour. Maybe they'd enjoy staying in our home, using our car and for exploring. There's so many questions, isn't there? So instead of saying too expensive, I thought, what if we asked in the Airbnb, we sent a message to the Airbnb on the island, to the different houses, or put a message up on the Chatham's Island Facebook. Something simple like, would anyone be interested in doing a house swap or hosting us? And we host you in return at times to suit you. But yeah, I haven't actually followed through with this yet, but this is how opportunities start. You ask the question, you look for the win, and you just put yourself in the shoes of the other person and think, what what do they want, and what could I offer them? This is the mindset you can use for any dream that feels out of reach. So it's good for us to think about our everyday lives and how it could affect you. So here are some of the things that you may be able to negotiate. Um, you could go house sitting, and it's free. Free is good. It's a lovely holiday. In fact, we're away next month for 10 days, going back to a lovely lifestyle block. Not about an hour or 2 hours from home. You could swap your skills. You could go shares in a boat or equipment that you really want that's actually too expensive for you to buy on your own. You could go and get firewood. You could grow your own food. Cook extra meals so you don't have to cook every other night. Go free camping. Be like us and have an Airbnb room in your house. You could ask businesses if they've got unused materials. It's amazing what goes into a skip that could be very useful for you. It's just that ability to think outside the box. I know this probably sounds so out there for most people, but my thing is, if we don't ask, we don't get. It's not about being pushy. It's about being curious and brave and willing to try, looking for another way to tackle a problem. What's the worst that could happen? Someone says no, and you're no worse off. The best that could happen is that your life changes. And by the way, if you're watching this on your TV and you'd like to subscribe, but maybe you don't know how, because we didn't know how to do it at first either. We didn't actually realise there was any importance in subscribing or liking. I'm going to just have a wee clip here to show you through how to do it on your laptop, on your phone, and on the TV. So let's just wind this up. What about a challenge to you guys? Can we do a favour, a deal, a discount, a possibility? You never know what door might open. But remember, ask better, get more. Don't ask, don't get. So this week, why not ask one smart question? A problem that's been bothering you, try to think differently. You never know what door might open and who may be able to help you. And if you're thinking about something, a trip, a swap, a deal, an opportunity, tell me in the comments. I'm happy to bounce ideas around with you. Sometimes one smart question is all it takes. So thanks for joining me today. Ciao for now.